Hello guys and welcome back. So now let's work on these two buttons. So for these two buttons, let's make a service class. So first I'm going to right click here, new folder. I'm going to call this service. Okay. Yeah, maybe service like this. Now inside service, I'm going to right click again and then the new file. I'm going to name this folder, this file, wallpaper service.dat. Okay, now this is just going to be a class wallpaper service. So first let's create a method to download the wallpaper. Okay, so I'm going to say download wallpaper. Okay, so this is going to be a static method, which is going to be the future method, which is going to say exactly that, download wallpaper. Okay, now congratulations to my assistant. It just closed out this bracket without doing the code, which is incomplete. So this method for downloading wallpaper, first I want to pass some variables here. So also these things that I'm passing, I want to make them required. So first I'm gonna require a build context, which is going to be context. Next, I want to require a wallpaper name. Okay, required string is image URL. Okay, so let me maybe call it wallpaper URL. Okay, and then right after this one, I want to require a wallpaper name. Okay, wallpaper name. Okay, the reason why I'm passing the wallpaper name, because I want to use it to save this wallpaper locally. Okay, so all of these, let me just remove these and then let's Control S so that the code formats. Now let's start creating our code here. So the first thing that we're going to do is we want to get this name and remove all the spaces. Okay, if you go to our database, you can see that the wallpaper names are always, if they have spaces, if there is like two names, like this one is super leaf, there is a space between. Okay, let's remove all these space, because if we were saving this locally, we don't want to have something with some spaces. Okay, so let's do that. So I'm just gonna write a comment here because I want the assistant to do that really quick. Remove all spaces from the wallpaper name. Okay, so if there is any, and replace, I'm gonna replace this with underscore, replace with that with this. Okay, so here, yeah, let's say replace with that. Okay, now let's see if it's going to create that. Okay, you can see that already it's creating that. Okay, so here it says wallpaper name is going to be equal to wallpaper dot replace all spaces dot replace with that. Yeah, this looks like it will work, but now I'm just gonna do final new wallpaper name. Okay, because I don't want to be changing this that is coming. Okay, new wallpaper name is going to be equals to that, and then it's going to replace that with that. Okay, now next, now we are going to download this wallpaper. So let's wrap this in the try catch block. Okay, so here we want to catch the error, and then yeah, we're just gonna show that and return there's an error downloading the wallpaper. Now first thing we want to do is to show the loading dialog. Okay, show the loading, let's call it loading dialog, because we are going to reuse our dialog. That's the reason why we are passing the build context. Okay, so yeah, here we need to import our utilities class. This is called show my animated dialog. Okay, so what is the, so we're going to have the context, and then we're going to have a title, and then we're gonna have a content. Okay, so this content, we want to of course show constant linear progress dialog. Okay, linear, what is that? Linear progress indicator. And then that's all we have to do here. Okay, next, after we show the loading dialog, we want to download the image. Okay, so let's do download the wallpaper. Okay, so here let's do final response is going to equal to await. Now here we're gonna use the dial package, await dial, this one. Okay, now inside here what we're gonna do is actually no, we don't need to do that. We have to do dial dot get. Okay, now here we need to get the wallpaper URL, which is this one. Okay, like this, it's already doing that. Let's click tab, write the brackets again. Let's see what is extra here. We just need to close this. Okay, so here is going to get the, put the wallpaper URL, and then the options here is going to be response type, and then response type dot bytes. Yeah, just like that. Okay, now after we download here, we need to save the wallpaper to gallery. Okay, here we have to say save the let's just say save to gallery. Okay, save to gallery. So hopefully it's going to see my comment and then code it here. Let's click no, actually that's not right. Let's actually move this up so that it aligns with the comment. Let's see, let's give it like another chance. So it didn't do it. Let me just write gallery. Okay, it didn't. So here I'm just gonna write it. Final result is going to equal to, okay, now it knows what it's doing. So let's click tab. Okay, but again, the brackets. Okay, so here we're gonna use the package image gallery saver plus. Okay, not this one. So here, okay, that's why it didn't read the code, because it didn't know that we have the package. Here we're going to say image gallery saver plus. Okay, this one dot save file. Okay, here we want to do save image. Okay, now we need to put the source here, so let's close it out. Here now we need to save the uint 8 list, that one. Okay, then we need to say dot from list, and then we're gonna get this response here that we get after we download, response dot data. Okay, now next we need to specify the quality. We just want to get the 100% quality. And then now we're gonna need the name of this wallpaper that we are saving. Okay, that was the reason why we are passing the name here, and then we are removing all the spaces here. Okay, so here let's start this string interpolation, and then put a $, and then open the brackets. So here we want to get a new wallpaper name, and then to make it special here, so let's remove these brackets from here. We have to put a $, also here, and then open the brackets from here, and then we're going to make it unique, which means we are going to use datetime dot now, and then now like that dot milliseconds since epochs, and then that's all we have to do, and then we can close it out. So let's put a comma here, then we close it out like this. Now we're gonna wait for these results now. Okay, so here we have to check now if it is still mounted. Okay, so now if context dot mounted, we will continue. First we want to hide the dialog. Okay, hide the loading dialog, which is simply going to navigator.pop, and then show the success message. Okay, so yeah, show the snack bar that the wallpaper was successfully added. So let's just click tab. Okay, the brackets again, we need to add the one that it has failed, and then let's click tab. Close it. So again, we need to add another extra bracket here, and then close it out. Let's just put a comma here. Now here what we have to do is let's just put a constant keyword. Where can we put that? Because I think just let's see if we put it on the text here. Okay, it still says that we need to put it up here. Okay, so now here we are successfully saved the wallpaper. Now in the else if, so here also you can see that it's giving us this problem because we need to check if it is mounted. Okay, so also here we have to check if it is mounted, and then where it ends here we close it out. Okay, now here also we need to close the dialog to hide the dialog if we have an error. So let's copy that, then paste it here. All right, because we are showing the dialog inside the try catch block. Okay, so this is going to be our method to download the wallpaper. But if we want to use these results here, the one that comes from after saving, we can check here on the text. Okay, so we first of all we need to remove the constant keyword, and then here we can check if a result is going to be equal to is success. Okay, so like if it's real, okay, you can see that it's already giving us an option. So let's click tab and then remove this. Okay, and also that, then the error is gone. Okay, so let's see, not response, it has to be result. Let's copy that, then paste there. So if result is equals to is success, we want to show this success message. So let me put a comma here so that if I save, the code formats. If it is success, I want to show that, else I want to show that. Okay, so this is going to be our method to download the wallpaper. Okay, now next we have to call this method inside here. Okay, but I'm not gonna call it now because this emulator has all these wallpapers. So even if we download, or maybe this one is not yet in this emulator. Okay, so maybe before we end this video, I must give it a try. Okay, so now next is to call this download wallpaper inside here. Okay, so let's go to bottom content, and then here where we set to do implement download, so we need to call that method. Okay, so what we want to do is wallpaper service, this one, dot download wallpaper. Okay, so this is going to need the context and then the wallpaper URL. So the wallpaper URL, we're going to get it from wallpaper dot image URL, and then the wallpaper name, of course, we're also going to get it from wallpaper dot name. Okay, but now before we even run this here directory, we need to always have a check here. If someone clicks on download or set wallpaper, we want only authenticated users to have access to these, to privileges to these. But this is also entirely up to you guys. If you want all the users, even if they are not authenticated, to download and set wallpaper, it's up to you. But if you want like to have authenticated users to do these, you need to have a check here. Okay, we have to check if user node is not empty. Okay, so here I have to check if user is empty. I simply need to return, but before I return, I want to show a snack bar again. Okay, show a snack bar to notify user of logging in. So let's just let the AI write it. Okay, so it's going to show this snack bar. Okay, now let's hot reload and then see if this method will work. All right, let's just wait because yeah, now it has been hot reloaded. First let me see if I go inside the files. So I only have these 3 wallpapers. Okay, now let's see if we are going to be able to download the this AI generated wallpaper. Okay, so let's click over here and then it's time now to click download here. So let's click on download. Okay, now you can see that it's downloading. Let's just wait. Okay, your wallpaper was successfully downloaded. Great. Now if we go here, check over here, we still don't have a wallpaper, but this is downloads folder. So maybe it does not come to the downloads. I'm sure, but the wallpaper is successfully downloaded. Okay, maybe we have to come out and then let's see if I close it out. Or maybe the other way to check it is if we go to like generate and then we go here and then we try to pick from the gallery. Okay, now you can see that it's here in the gallery, so which means we have downloaded it. Okay, that's great. That's very great because from here we can't see it, but I'm sure we can find it if we look somewhere. Okay, let's check under recent. So here it is. Okay, we have successfully downloaded it. Okay, so yeah, this method of okay, now which one is the application here? Yeah, it's this one. Okay, yeah, so the downloading of wallpaper is successfully working. We have just implemented here. All right, I'm gonna end this video right here. In the next one, we are going to create this method to set as wallpaper. Thank you guys and see you in the next video.